injures 11 people. And in sports, Nigeria's Flying Eagles battle Morocco for quarter-final ticket at 2025 Under-20 AFCON. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. In a decisive move to enhance road safety and reduce accidents caused by unfit vehicles, the Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service (VIS) has embarked on an enforcement operation that resulted in the apprehension of over 200 unroadworthy vehicles across the state. Director of VIS in Lagos, Aki George Fashola, said the enforcement exercise targeted a wide range of vehicles with a significant number comprising commercial minibuses, including danfos and corporate vehicles, which has contributed largely to numerous accidents in the state. He emphasized that the operation was not restricted to private vehicles alone, as is commonly believed, but extends to all categories of vehicles contributing to the state's transport ecosystem. Fashola, who urged all vehicle owners, those intending to use their vehicles for commercial purposes, to ensure they meet the required roadworthy standards, assured the public of its directorate's commitment to sustain the enforcement exercise. The Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to fostering cultural development through strategic collaborations with both local and international stakeholders. Commissioner for Tourism, Art and Culture, Toke Benson Awoyinka, stated this during a courtesy visit by the co-founder and managing director of IGA Nigeria Limited, Bolan Ajala, who also serves as a heritage consultant to the state government. Benson Awoyinka, who acknowledged the alignment between the ministry's ongoing initiatives and the vision of the visiting team, expressed enthusiasm about potential collaborations in areas such as museums, archives, and cultural exhibitions. She highlighted government-backed programs such as talent hunts and creative capacity building initiatives like Lagos Creative Initiatives (LACI), all aimed at nurturing young creative talents across the state. On his part, the permanent secretary in the ministry, Olanrewaju Bajulaye, who expressed strong support for the proposed partnerships, emphasized the ministry's dedication to leveraging such collaborations to further position Lagos as a premier cultural and creative hub. Costa coordinator for the Africa-Europe Partnership for Culture, Toluwanimi Owolano, introduced a European Union-funded project that supports festival producers across 6 West African countries, including Nigeria, saying Lagos holds a central position in this initiative. The Nigerian Correctional Service (NCOS) has dismissed false allegations stating that inmates in its custodial centers were poorly fed. National Correctional Service spokesman Abubakar Umar, in a statement, said the service categorically debunks this claim as false, misleading, and a gross misrepresentation of the realities within its facilities. Umar said to avoid doubt, the publication was a recycled piece that was pushed forward to create a ruckus where none existed. He highlighted that the service operates under strict guidelines as provided by the Nigerian Correctional Service Act 2019, which mandates the provision of adequate nutrition, healthcare, and general welfare for all inmates. Umar assured the public that the service remains committed to upholding the rights and dignity of all inmates in line with international best practices. And now to the rest of the stories. Oyo State Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project has awarded contracts worth 3.5 billion naira for the first phase of physical improvement and remodeling of 3 markets across the state. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Olasukomi Olaleye, reaffirmed the government's dedication to transforming rural markets into modern, functional hubs that will drive agricultural productivity and improve access to markets across the state. Olale stated that these markets will undergo comprehensive modernization, including upgraded infrastructure, enhanced storage facilities, improved access roads, and other critical features aimed at streamlining agricultural logistics and supporting both farmers and traders. The three markets selected for the first phase of the physical improvement are Are Alasa Market, Akaram area, Onwara local government, Ojagbe Market, Isari local government, and Ojaoba Market, Ibarapa Central local government. Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborewori has assured that the Ugeli Asaba Road dualization project will soon be completed. Speaking during an inspection tour, Governor Oborewori stated that the people of the state are pleased with the pace and quality of development projects being implemented by his administration. He emphasized that the positive feedback from residents was a clear testament to his government's commitment to inclusive growth and sustainable development. Governor Oborewori affirmed that he will not relent until every part of the state feels the impact of democracy, noting that his administration's development blueprint is already yielding tangible results that address the needs and aspirations of Deltans. And now to foreign news. A Russian overnight drone has attacked Ukraine's capital and injured at least 11 people, including 2 children, after President Volodymyr Zelensky called for a real ceasefire lasting at least a month in a more than 3-year-old war. Russian President Vladimir Putin last week announced that a 3-day ceasefire from May 8 to 10 to mark the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Soviet Union and its allies in World War II. A move appeared aimed at signaling that Russia is still interested in peace. Speaking via X, Zelensky said during the attack, Russia has used over 1,180 attack drones, 1,360 guided aerial bombs, and 10 missiles of various types. He reiterated his calls for a longer halt in the fighting that began when Moscow launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. In our sports, Nigeria's Flying Eagles will look to secure a place in the quarterfinals at the 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations when they take on Morocco tonight. The Group B encounter will hold at the June 30 Air Defense Stadium in Cairo, Egypt. The Flying Eagles started their campaign on a winning note, edging past Tunisia 1-0 on Thursday. The Nigerians will be playing their 99th match at the Under-20 AFCON and are seeking their 57th win. Tonight's encounter will kick off at 7 p.m. Nigerian time. And that's all for the news at 4. Stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, on YouTube. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 280 youths were trained in solar farm construction? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. In a decisive move to enhance road safety and reduce accidents caused by unfit vehicles, the Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service, VIS, has embarked on an enforcement operation that resulted in the apprehension of over 200 unroadworthy vehicles across the state. Your State Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project has awarded contracts worth 3.5 billion naira for the first phase of physical improvement and remodeling of 3 markets across the state. We also told you that a Russian overnight drone has attacked Ukraine's capital and injured at least 11 people, including 2 children, after President Volodymyr Zelensky called for a real ceasefire lasting at least a month in a more than 3-year-old war. And in sports, Nigeria's Flying Eagles will look to secure a place in the quarterfinals at the 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations when they take on Morocco tonight. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Mojid Ololade. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.